Direct News TV. August 12, 2023. Biden's ticking time bomb remark referred to China's economy, White House. U.S. President Joe Biden's comment about China being a ticking time bomb referred to internal economic and social tensions that could have an effect on how Beijing interacts with the world, a White House official has clarified. Biden said at a political fundraiser on Thursday that China was in trouble and beset with economic and social problems. "That's not good because when bad folks have problems, they do bad things," Biden said. "China is a ticking time bomb," he said. China was growing at 8% a year to maintain growth. Now, close to 2% a year, Biden said, misstating the country's growth rate. Data from China's National Bureau of Statistics showed the Chinese economy grew 4.5% in the first quarter and 6.3% in the second, with the gross domestic product, GDP, up just 0.8% in April-June from the previous quarter after a 2.2% expansion in the first quarter. Biden also said that he wanted a rational relationship with China. White House spokesperson John Kirby told reporters on Friday that one area of U.S. concern regarding China was the way that they bully and coerce and intimidate countries around the world by offering high-interest infrastructure loans and then seizing assets when countries defaulted. Biden's comments have drawn a sharp response from Beijing. Chinese embassy spokesperson Lu Pengyu warned Washington against scapegoating Beijing and fanning division and confrontation. "We oppose the U.S. side seeking to make an issue of China, smearing China or talking down China's prospects," he said in a statement to the Reuters news agency on Friday, without mentioning Biden by name. Lu said China's GDP growth continued to provide important support for the development of the global economy. China's state-run Global Times media outlet said that Biden made the demeaning and smearing comments to distract the domestic audience from issues in the U.S. and to give his presidential campaign a boost. Global Times quoted Xian Chang, deputy director of the Center for American Studies at Fudan University, as saying that most U.S. presidential candidates will take aim at China during the 2024 presidential elections. China would be a campaign target to distract voters from ingrained U.S. domestic problems such as abortion, guns and drugs, Xian told Global Times. The news outlet also said that despite recent high-level exchanges between U.S. and Chinese officials, there had been no real easing in bilateral relations between Washington and Beijing. Since the U.S. side is unlikely to change its foreign policy on issues such as the Taiwan question, the South China Sea and economy and trade, and especially the high-tech sector, it will be more aggressive toward China on these issues, Global Times said, citing experts. Kirby said the U.S., which also moved this week to limit outbound investment in certain Chinese sectors, had been consistent about pushing back against China's behaviors. "We've never shied away from calling it like we see it when it comes to China's behavior, intimidation and coercion of not only their neighbors but countries around the world," he said. "This is a difficult, complex bilateral relationship, the most consequential one in the world. The president understands that. But that doesn't mean there isn't still a need to continue to improve our lines of communication." Kirby did not comment on whether Biden's latest comments would scuttle plans for the U.S. president to meet with President Xi Jinping later this year, possibly on the sidelines of next month's Group of 20 Leaders Summit in India. My name is Kingsley. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be the first to be notified whenever we post. You won't regret it.